Hello and welcome back to Newhouse Esports Update. As you can see, I'm not in my normal location. I am back in Boston, Massachusetts because today, for this episode, we are going to PAX East. PAX East, or Penny Arcade Expo East, is a video game-centered convention where various developers, companies, and a whole bunch of other places come and showcase their goods, whatever they're working on, for a whole bunch of different games that are yet to be released or ones that are currently out. Sometimes there's new gear, sometimes there's completely new games that haven't hit the market yet. It's a massive experience. So for today's episode, let me take you with me, and let's go to PAX East. Here I am on the show floor at PAX East. This is a massive building full of tons of different booths of developers, companies, and everyone that wants to show their wares. And it's going to be a busy day. So without further ado, let's get started. One of the main things that I want to show you is the PAX Arena, where various amateur and almost professional players will be playing against each other in tournaments throughout the weekend. Today is the Almost Pro Smash Invitational, so let's pay a visit to the PAX Arena and see how they do. The PAX Arena is at the event every year and features a full setup for a live esports event, including a stage, plenty of seating room, a play-by-play and color commentator's desk, and even a telestrator for analysts. The Almost Pro Smash Invitational with a $10,000 prize pool took place, as well as the Mario Kart Championship and the Splatoon 3 North American Finals on Sunday. Check out the sights and sounds at an esports event live at PAX.
Continuing on with the downer, rising there, another one. The needle into the mountain finish will be enough on the side glass node at 98%. He loses his last stop, and Nitro moves on to the bracket. Although that was very risky because if they have a double, the bomb is behind the
Bomb here. Avoid the bomb. Oh. Unfortunately, that was thrown like a Jets quarterback, so it was not going to hit Kevo, and Kevo takes the win and pads the lead.
Yeah, this is the time where they want to be able to go forward because, you know, Destiny Bond is going to have a really difficult time taking zone and moving forward, so...
And time is out. Was it enough by Sayonara at the end? It is looking like it. We'll wait for the final word from our feline friends. And yes, Sayonara getting the victory, which means they will move into the 3 spot.
So our next stop is going to be a panel where we talk about video games in classrooms, which is going to be an interesting topic. I'll talk to you more about that once we go into the panel.
Okay, and so when I teach with this game, I have it projected in the front of the classroom exactly like this. We usually play it together. There are times where I have students playing independently on computers in the back of my classroom, but I always like to start together as a class.
I'm here with Adam Mills after the wonderful panel we had about video games in the classrooms. What's one thing that you want to take away for after this panel?
I would say the one thing to take away is never be afraid of trying. Games are, as we all know who game, a beautiful thing that can be a small part of your day or a huge part of your life. Same thing can happen in a classroom. You don't have to spend an entire day or an entire class period doing a game. You can introduce a game for 5 minutes at the beginning. There's a summative activity for 5 minutes at the end. Give it a shot, take your time, dip your toe, and I think you'll find that it's an amazing thing to do.
Now, PAX East isn't just about video games, it's also about tabletop and role-playing games. There's an entire section of the floor reserved exclusively for card games, board games, role-playing games, and pretty much anything you can play on a table. Let's just see what they have over there. Another huge part about PAX East and video game culture in general is what's called cosplaying, or dressing up as your favorite characters from pop culture, whether that be a video game, a TV show, or some other medium. So let's go around and see what people have dressed up as. After admiring all the costumes, it was time for me to meet up with a game developer, Prideful Sloth, based out of Australia, where they're debuting their new sandbox game, Go-Go Town. I got to speak with the creative developer, Joel Stiles, and talk more about the game development process.
So in this game, we basically married that up with you're an avatar running around in the city, like everything's tactile, everything's physical. We're reducing that complexity level by basically making it less abstract, more hands-on basically. We give the player toys, and it is a sandbox, and so that side of it really resonates with people. They can play with the mechanics as well as play the game. So there's a lot of technology investment there that we spent quite a lot of time basically getting right, getting systems in place, and allowing our people to basically be able to just be creative and focus on creating the fun. Don't let technology get in the way. Get that out of the way first. So that was kind of one of the big challenges for us during development, is just squaring that away to a point where it's like, yep, this is the right thing for this game. Obviously, we play games to either escape or to have fun, or to live out some sort of fantasy. But to us, a lot of games just forget to have fun with themselves as well. Basically, not taking themselves seriously and allowing stuff to be emergent, or for you to just enjoy the space.
Well, Prideful Sloth were fantastic hosts, and I'm so thankful that they gave me the opportunity to try out their new game, Go-Go Town. They even gave me a little box of Tim Tams as an authentic Australian treat. Now, another major thing about video games is the music. Soundtrack can make or break a game, and many of my favorite games have a fantastic soundtrack. I'm about to go to a panel where we're going to vote on which game has the best soundtrack in video game history.
Involved in video games over time to where they rival film scores or television scores and hit on that same level. So I think about games like The Last of Us, games like Mass Effect, that have that film level of epic music that just enhance the experience that much more. All right, our official winner for the evening is Chrono Trigger.
I'm here with Michael, and I gotta ask you a question. Why do you like coming to PAX?
The environment, seeing just a bunch of gamers hanging out is really cool. I enjoy just seeing all the different cosplays. I'm into game development, so seeing all the indie developers and being able to talk with them, ask them about the process and what engines they use and stuff like that is very cool. Trying to see just up and coming game developers and seeing that there's hope for me. But yeah, it's just a very fun time to just hang out, take a weekend away, have some fun.
Absolutely. And how many times have you been coming here?
2017, I think it was our first one, right? So since 2017. I can't math very quickly.
Well, it's 7 o'clock and the expo hall has been closed, so there's no more game developers or live events happening, at least not in the expo hall. However, there is still a tabletop area that remains open until very late. So, after I dig into my wonderful orange chicken, I'll get right back to you. In the After Hours tabletop section, I participated in an Intro to Dungeons & Dragons event with several other interested people, some of which were trying it out for the first time. Though I do have experience with D&D, it was great to play alongside some people who were experiencing role-playing games for the first time. On Sunday, the festivities came to a dramatic end with the final of the Omegathon, a tournament where teams of 2 people battle through a bracket all weekend long and meet in the main theater for the ultimate showdown. This year's surprise final game was Toaster Ball, a unique goal-scoring game where the players play as toasters, and it was certainly a wild scene.
To the very end of the loaf.
The rump.
PAX East 2023, your champions of Mission the Matrix.
Just like that, Saturday at PAX has come to an end. Plenty to see and plenty to do. I really hope you did learn something, not just about the video game development and gamer culture, but what it really means to be a part of the video game community. Thank you for coming along with me to PAX 2023. I'll see you next week for another episode of Newhouse Esports Update.